Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's lesson. I am so happy that you're here, and I'm really excited to see what happens with our lesson today because we are going to be creating our mini autobiography with information we've been working on over the past 2 weeks. So as I said today, we're kind of putting a puzzle together in the sense that our big goal is that we are going to assemble our mini autobiography using the history behind your name, the significant event graphic organizer, as well as the slide about your hopes and dreams for the future. So this might sound like a lot, but as you can see, these are things that you've already worked on in the last few weeks. So this is information that you already have, and today we're just putting it all together in a brand new format. So what you will need is the significant event graphic organizer, and I have here my own copy of it with my examples. You're going to need this slide that you worked on with information about your name, like who named you, what does your name mean, and if there's other people in your family with the same name, so that slide. And you're also going to need this last slide that we created during our last lesson about our hopes and dreams for the future. So in order to create this, I'm going to actually create it alongside with you so that you can see the process. You are going to download the following template to Schoology. It looks just like this. It has a space for the title. It has the space for the story behind your name, your memory one, additional information, and actually you have 4 memories. So I'll make sure to add those right now. So we are going to be doing a lot of just copying and pasting between the documents as I shared with you. And if you pay attention to the directions on Schoology, you can see that I'm having you choose. You can choose to include 4 memories, but you can choose between a minimum of 2 and a maximum of 4 memories to add in here. So it says we're going to have an interesting title, and I thought it'd be funny if I named mine Keeping Up with Miss Davila, just to be funny. So I really want a fun and interesting title. Next up, we have this slide, and what I'm doing is that I'm just going to copy the one that I already have and paste it in here. And I'm going to delete that one. And then here I have my first significant memory. So I have my graphic organizer right here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to copy. So moving to Minnesota from Guatemala is the title of my memory. And we're going to go back here and we're going to paste the title where it says title. And I like things to look nice, so I'm going to make sure that we have nice big font. And then we're going to copy the main part. So the part where you wrote the description of the narrative, you're going to copy it in here. And then you're going to add a picture. And oops. And right now I don't have a picture of me moving to Minnesota as an 11-year-old, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add an image from Google, and what I'm going to just look for is an airplane, just because that will signify moving to Minnesota. And we're just going to pick a random one for this. When it comes to yours, I really would love it if you found some really nice photos. And maybe I'll have some photos next time I see you. And obviously this is not the best photo for this, but we're just going to leave it like this for now. And then in this next piece, I'm going to remember this part where you talk to your family or friends to get some additional information. We're going to copy that and we are going to paste that where it says additional information. So we're going to add that here. And this just provides a little bit more details about your experience. So then my next memory that I wrote about was when I graduated from college. So I have my title here. And I'm going to make the title bigger so it looks really nice. And then we're going to go and copy this part. And while I copy it, and while I look for this image over here on the right, I'll tell you the story a little bit. So, as a student growing up, I wasn't the best student in the world. I did not have good grades. And I really struggled in school, and I had some teachers that weren't super supportive. So, I heard that I wasn't really going to go to college from my teachers, which was a total bummer, but I knew that I wanted to make my family really proud, and um, going to college would make them proud. So I began my journey in community college, and that's where I really became excited about learning. And um, then I transferred to a 4-year college, and then after that, I did my master's degree. So that was a really special moment in my own life, kind of feeling like I was proving some of the people in my past wrong and kind of achieving this big dream that I had. So then the next piece here is that we are going to add the additional information. And for this one, I called my really good friend that's known me for many years, who went to school with me as well. And she said to me, we had to go through really hard times in school, but we achieved our dreams of becoming teachers. So it just adds a different voice and a different perspective in here. So as I said, you can choose a minimum of 2 to 4 events. And since I'm only going to do 2 for this example, I'm going to delete the rest of the slides that I did not use. And then last but not least, we have our slide about the hopes and dreams for the future. So this is the slide I'm referring to. This is the collage you created for our very last lesson. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste it here. And by the end, when you are done doing all of this, which as you could see, it didn't take me very long because we already had all of the information. It should look something like this. So we have Keeping Up with Miss Davila. We have the story of my name. We have this piece around moving to Minnesota from Guatemala when I was young. We have this additional information that my mom shared with me. We have this bit about graduating from college as a second important event in my life. Then we have additional little information, and as you can see, it's not long, it's just a sentence. And then last but not least, we have my collage about my future hopes and dreams. And that is it for today's lesson. You will turn this on Friday. And if you have any questions throughout all of this, please send me an email. I'm more than happy to meet with you on Google Meet, to work with it together, to work on it together, or to just answer questions as they might come up. So feel free to send those to me, and I'm super excited to see your final projects. I hope you have a beautiful day and a beautiful weekend. I'll see you soon.